Hello and welcome.
Hey everybody,
I'm Chrissy
I'm Muffy.
and we're so glad to be here with you all today.
We are.
Yeah, so let's get settled in and do our Bible verse that we've been working on. So we will refresh ourselves, we'll say it, I will say it, and you will repeat it back to me.
That sounds
In
perfect.
little pieces. Okay, so this is from Psalms. Let the words of my mouth
Let the words of my mouth
and the meditation of my heart
and the meditation of my heart
be acceptable in your sight,
be acceptable in your sight,
O Lord, my strength and my redeemer.
O Lord, my strength and my redeemer.
That was great.
That was great. Y'all did an excellent
Yes.
job.
Let's say it all together now.
Oh, that's a great
Just to-
idea.
Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Y'all are getting
Awesome.
really good at this.
I know it.
Okay.
Woohoo.
So we are still in the season of Epiphany. Here on our little calendar. So we are here and we are right about here. We're getting close to the end. It looks like Lent is coming up. So we'll learn more about that later.
Absolutely.
So, and as you remember, Epiphany is celebrated on January 6th. It completes the 12 days of Christmas. It marks the visit of the Magi, the wise men, to the baby Jesus. It's recorded in the Gospel of Matthew, and it says, "The Magi entered the house and saw the child with Mary, his mother. Falling to their knees, they honored Jesus. Then they opened their treasure chests and presented him with gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh." So we knew Jesus was a king, a special king.
We really did.
Yes.
You're right.
So, well, Muffy is going to tell us a story about something Jesus did.
That's right. Yes, today I'm going to tell you a story, and it's about coming down the mountain. If y'all can believe it, we've been up on this mountain for I don't know how many weeks, several weeks, and learning about lots of things that Jesus told us. So today we are still up at the top of this mountain, listening to what Jesus said. And let's kind of reminisce about what we've discovered. We've shared about God's heart, that he has a heart of never-ending mercy and love. We've explored what God's kingdom looks like, the way the world can work when we have communities of justice and peace. We've talked about God's promises, his promises of abundance, that there is more for everybody. And even when we're told that there's not enough, we've known that there is. We can make do, and we know because Jesus has told us about that. And also, too, we've experienced God's blessing to be happy in the fullest sense, not in the way the world gives us, that wants us to be happy by material things, but to be happy inside with us. We've opened our hearts and our minds to the way that Jesus has shown us how to live, with gentleness, humility, mercy, love. All of those things make us powerful. When tears or harshness happens, when we feel persecuted, Jesus knows definitely how we feel, because he has felt those very same things. And what happens is that as we all support each other through every step of this journey, because Jesus has taught us to be peacemakers and to use our voices in powerful ways that bring about justice and peace to others. And even if Jesus also told us that even when we are misunderstood, not to give up, that when we help people who are being persecuted against, or people where people are treating other people wrongly, if we have love in our heart to help others, that's what Jesus wants us to do. So Jesus, as taught everybody on this mountain right here, because people back in Jesus's day believed that when you were on a mountain that you were closer to God. And remember, when we did that, we all raised our hands to say how high the mountain was. And because being up there, people felt close to God. And sometimes that happens if you all are ever hiking or going up a mountain. Sometimes it is a very godly, special place. And now it's time for us to come down the mountain. And so what we're going to do is that our world looks the very same up on the mountain as it does down the mountain. But what Jesus has showed us is to love our neighbors and then to have open hearts, open hands, and an open mind so that we can help not only ourselves and people in our family, but others, friends, and maybe people that strangers that we don't even know. And so Jesus said that we are blessed when we feel what the world feels. And when we act on the behalf of those in need, we will receive help when we need it. And so because of that, Jesus said that we are blessed. And so this is how God's kingdom works on earth. It's a kingdom that everybody can be a part of. And together, we're all a big team of people. We can help to love and heal the world. So guess what we're going to do now? Remember how we went up the mountain? We either hiked, or what else do we do?
Use a rope.
We used a rope. We had a walking stick. We used a wheelchair sometimes. And I bet some of you came up with some creative ways on your own too, how to go. Well, now we're going to come down that mountain. So let's all think about what we're going to use to come down the mountain. What do you think? I might use a walking stick this time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I know. I think going down, I'm going to need to have someone really support me as I go down.
Me too.
So, okay, are we ready? Let's go. We're doing a great job. Don't go too fast. We made it! Woohoo!
High five.
High five. Whoops. Y'all, we did a great job, and thank you so much for being with the two of us as we talked to you about the Beatitudes. We had a really wonderful time doing it. And now we're going to share a blessing with you.
Okay, we are ready to give you a blessing. A blessing is something you receive. So open your hands like you're ready to receive a gift. We will say the blessing. If you receive it, take it and put it in your heart. Okay. May God bless you on the journey of faith as we partner to bring God's kingdom to earth.
Amen. Okay, so now it's time to ask Father AJ, and I just want to tell you all, I am getting some questions from you all, which is very exciting to ask Father AJ. So just remember that if you have a question you want to ask, tell your mom or dad or an adult you live with to email me, and I will make sure to ask you a question. Ask Father AJ your question. Okay, so the first question I have today is from Tori Temple. And Tori writes, it's a 3-part question. So
Tori?
So if you need me to repeat
You're making it so hard on me.
Well, we're going to see how good your memory is. No,
Okay.
Just kidding.
Okay.
If you need me to repeat, I'll repeat it. But she wants to know,
Okay.
maybe I'll just ask it in 3 pieces. Have you ever traveled outside of the country?
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm very grateful for it.
Okay.
Because it's a wonderful thing to be able to...
So she wants to know what your favorite spot was.
Well...
Do you have, can you say
hard.
you've got a favorite?
They're all so different. I've been to Oaxaca City, Mexico, which is deep in the southern part of Mexico, and also Chiapas. And those cultures are very different than anything I'd ever been before. And I've been to Honduras, every summer since 2008, pretty much. So
Well, and we do a trip to Honduras.
yes,
at Trinity, so perfect.
I love Central
Perfect.
American culture.
Oh, great.
But then I've also been to Italy and Spain and London and other parts of England.
Wow, you're a
in
world
Paris.
traveler.
Yeah, well, a little bit. I have been blessed, as they say.
That's
It
wonderful.
is a blessing to experience those other cultures.
Yeah, and
So my favorite, though.
yeah, what's your favorite?
My favorite, Tori, and thank you for asking because it gives me a chance to reminisce and remember, was walking the Camino de Santiago, which is in Spain.
You did that?
And so I did that. I
Wow.
did that in the summer of 2013 with my son.
Oh,
And
awesome.
and so that is a wonderful, really amazingly generous, gifted way to see a country because you can walk. We walked across it for 30 days.
I was gonna say, how many miles is that?
It's
though? It's a lot.
almost 500.
500
miles.
miles. That's
It would have been much faster
amazing.
to drive,
Yeah. Oh,
but we
But
got
not
to
as
take
much
in
fun.
a lot more.
yeah. Oh,
So that was
sounds great.
that was probably my favorite trip.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
And so then Tori wants to know where is a place that you would like to go that you haven't been?
I think if I can imagine a world where international travel is possible again,
Right.
if I was going to go to one place, I think I'd go back to Italy because there's so much to see. And a good friend of mine has just begun at, believe it or not, an Episcopal church in Florence, Italy. And I
Wow.
would love to be able to go and see him and his church, and to see Florence wouldn't be so bad either.
Beautiful. I had no idea that there was an Episcopal church in Florence.
See, you ask a question, it opens up so many more questions.
That's right. Great question, Tori. Okay, now.
Thank you, Tori.
I know, thank you. And now I've got another question. It's
Oh.
a two-part question.
Oh no.
From Tristan Harton. And Tristan wants to know if you like Power Rangers.
Oh, go Power Rangers. Yes, Tristan. I do. I did not, you may find this surprising, Tristan, but I did not watch Power Rangers when I was a kid. But my son was a big Power Rangers fan.
That's
he
awesome.
had the little Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Usually he was holding Luke Skywalker, but
Right.
every now and then he would trade out Luke for the Power Rangers.
Because they're both there. I mean,
Yeah.
because I'm with you. They didn't have Power Rangers when we were growing
No,
up.
no.
But yeah, certainly I know about them because of my girls.
I
but-
like the way that they move and then talk.
Oh,
They
I like
kinda,
that.
yeah. I found it pretty entertaining. too.
Tristan, do you like that too? I bet,
like
I
the
bet
Power
you do.
Rangers?
I bet you do. And everybody else out there who likes Power Rangers as
'Cause
well.
there's a girl Power Ranger.
There is a girl Power Ranger. You're absolutely right. I know
Very
it.
important.
Absolutely.
Girls are powerful too.
Girls, yes, we are powerful. And then Tristan asks, do you like to build with Legos?
Yes, I do. I have to say, I do like to build with Legos. I'm not a freeform Lego builder.
Right.
I like to get the Lego kit.
Ooh.
Whether it's a small one or a really complicated
Yeah.
one, like the Star Wars ones. I really like those.
Yeah.
But I love the challenge of having the pieces and then following the directions and then getting to the end and there be no pieces left. Everything is
Ooh.
perfectly assembled, nothing out of order. Life is not usually like that.
Right.
And so when you can do that, even just for a second. So anyway, yes, I do like
Oh, that's
assembling
awesome.
Legos.
Yeah.
If you need help with your Legos,
I know.
and if it's okay with your mom and dad, let me know.
Absolutely. That sounds like fun. Well, you guys, thank you so much for asking your questions
Thank you for
today.
your questions.
I know. It's been fun talking with Father AJ. We've learned some new things about you. I like that.
Happy to tell you
Absolutely.
all about my other trips too. Shannon and I, our honeymoon was, we went to Guatemala.
Ooh, is that
So-
Hawaii?
Guatemala.
Oh, Guatemala.
My
Sorry.
Spanish is just bad. But I can tell you about climbing a
My
volcano.
Spanish is not good. Ooh, you climbed a volcano.
Yes.
That would be scary. Alrighty, everybody. Well, stay tuned and we'll be back with Father AJ next week.
George
And
says goodbye,
George
too.
Cooper.
Bye.
Okay, the craft we have for you this week is called a hope stick. So your parents have directions in their bag, but what you'll want to do is go find a nice stick in your yard, and then you will write down something that you hope for, something you can pray about. and you can wrap it up and decorate your stick. And you can hold this stick when you pray about your hope.
Yeah.
Or you can just set it somewhere and look at it to help remind you of your hope. But I hope you will have fun with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's my hope.
That's pretty funny. I like that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to have our meditation of sitting still like a frog. And so when I ring the chime, we will begin. Today, we are going to sit still like a frog. All you need to do is sit with your back up straight, and you can stretch your legs out in front of you, or you can cross them. I want you to focus on yourself. You can close your eyes if you want. You can half close them, or you can keep them open. Do whatever is comfortable for you. Frogs can leap for great distances, and they can croak very loudly. But did you know that frogs can sit still and say nothing at all for a very long time? It can be difficult to sit still like a frog at first, but the more you practice, the better you get. And then you'll get used to it. Like a frog, you are sitting still as possibly you can. Sitting still like this can help you feel calm. Your legs are still. Your arms are still, your head is still, and your bottom is still. While you're sitting, you may notice that something's moving, like maybe your finger or your eyes, or maybe your bottom. And that's okay. You'll get better with practice. But do you know what else is still moving no matter what you do? And that is your breath. Put your hands on your belly. Feel your breath moving up a bit and down a bit. Up a bit and down a bit. This calms you down when you listen to your breath. And soon, you are sitting still like a frog. Feel your breath going up a bit and down a bit. Try it for a couple of times on your own. You are doing a great job. When you listen to your breath, it can be very helpful, especially like say when you fall down and hurt yourself, or you're angry, or you're just tired and you want to rest. You may want to practice sitting still like a frog tomorrow, or maybe the next day. I hope you will, and I hope you'll have fun.
Thank you, Muffy.
You are welcome.
It's very nice.
That was nice. I kind of had a really busy day today, so that was nice and relaxing for me.
Yes.
And now what we're going to do is we're going to close with prayer.
Dear Jesus, thank you for your beautiful heart and your topsy-turvy teaching. Thank you for changing our hearts and lives, for helping us to see everyone and everything through your eyes.
Bring us down the mountain now with hope and strength to serve, love, and heal your world. Remind us each day what it means to be truly blessed, and keep us steady as we follow in your footsteps. Amen. Everybody, we hope you have a great week.
Yes.
And we'll look forward to seeing you next time.
Yes.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.